US Supreme Court is set to hear arguments regarding a pivotal regulation issued by President Joe Biden's administration that targets ghost guns. These untraceable firearms can be assembled from kits or parts purchased online, often without any serial numbers.
Just came around to say hello. I'm so fly. You took a nosedive. Careful when you play on my level. For you it's so. Hey, hello.
Motorola Razr 50 Ultra. Flip the script.
Hello, Moto.
Ghost guns have increasingly been linked to violent crimes across the nation, raising concerns among law enforcement officials about their use in illegal activities. The 2022 rule mandated that manufacturers of firearm kits and components must engrave serial numbers on their products, obtain the necessary licenses, and conduct background checks on purchases. This regulation aims to classify these kits as firearms under the Gun Control Act of 1968, aligning them with existing laws governing commercial firearms. The Biden administration argues that this rule is essential for combating the rising prevalence of ghost guns and enhancing public safety. The regulation faced immediate legal challenges from a coalition of parts manufacturers, gun owners, and advocacy groups, including the Firearms Policy Coalition and the Second Amendment Foundation. In 2023, a federal court in Texas ruled that the ATF had overstepped its bounds, declaring the rule invalid. The court asserted that the agency improperly rewrote the law without input from Congress, which it deemed outside its jurisdiction. The Fifth U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals upheld this decision, asserting that it is not within the powers of an executive agency to enact such significant changes to gun laws without legislative approval. In response, the Supreme Court temporarily reinstated the regulation while the appeals process unfolds. The outcome of this case could set a significant precedent for gun control in the United States. The country has witnessed a sharp rise in gun violence and mass shootings, which has fueled ongoing debates about the balance between Second Amendment rights and public safety. The Supreme Court's recent decisions have expanded gun rights, including a landmark ruling in 2022 affirming the right to carry handguns in public for self-defense. Ghost guns are particularly attractive to individuals legally prohibited from purchasing firearms, including minors and people with violent crime convictions. Their lack of serial numbers complicates law enforcement efforts to trace weapons involved in crimes, raising alarms about the safety of communities. The Biden administration contends that the regulations are vital for mitigating the surge in ghost gun-related crimes. As the Supreme Court prepares to decide on the ghost gun regulations, the outcome could significantly impact the upcoming elections. Candidates may use the ruling to shape their positions on gun control, which remains a hot-button issue for voters.